Right now at 10, a life-changing surprise, the major donation and bringing stability to a local family. And a cannabis manufacturing business in La Crescent one step closer to reality. What's left before they can open their doors? Plus, authorities calling it a significant case of animal neglect. How shelters rescued hundreds of animals from one Plymouth home.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Emily is off tonight. A local nonprofit is using the gift of transportation to help people get back on their feet. News 8 Now's Jadius McGee shares how something as simple as a car is changing lives. Jadius.
Chariots for Hope isn't your typical nonprofit. They collect and repair donated cars to give to people who could use a lift. A donated car doesn't just offer transportation. For some families, it's the key to stability, a mission that drives Chariots for Hope.
The folks that we help out, they typically are in a situation where a hand up with a vehicle is going to make them more socially, economically, and medically stable.
For this year's recipient, the surprise moment says it all.
This is awesome. I just cannot believe it. I walked out there and I seen the big red ribbon on the car and I thought, oh, somebody's getting a car. And then then he had announced it was for me. So I just never expected it. Not at all.
Organizers say moments like these are why the mission matters.
When I see these people and hear about their stories, it's amazing to see where they've been, where they've come from, and where they're going.
Chariots for Hope say they are always accepting vehicle donations and are looking to donate 12 plus times this year. We have a link for more information on our website. Reporting in the studio, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now.
Jadius, thank you. A La Crescent cannabis business is one step closer to opening its doors. The city's planning commission has recommended a permit for an indoor cannabis manufacturing facility at 190 Main Street. The business would not sell products there, but instead serve as a supplier to local retail businesses. Should the full city council approve the permit, Carbon Minnesota LLC will still need final approval from the state. 2 people are arrested for what authorities call a significant case of animal neglect. Officials found nearly 400 animals in a Plymouth home late last week. The animals were surrendered voluntarily and sent to animal shelters across the state. 5 dogs landing at the Cooley Region Humane Society to be treated for parasites before hopeful adoption.
We're fully confident that they're going to make great pets and fit into homes wonderfully.
Some of the rescued animals included dogs, rabbits, horses, goats, and chickens. We will have the full list of the other organizations who have rescued the animals on our website. Winona is facing a rise in burglaries. The break-ins all over town range from cars to storage units. Now, officials are unsure why the break-ins are on the rise now, but it could be tied, they say, to the start of the school year. Experts recommend using a round security lock to protect those storage units.
If somebody wants to break in with a regular lock, it doesn't take them too much time. Where an actual security lock, they really have to work on it to try to break in.
As for cars, officials recommend locking those doors and hiding anything valuable from plain sight. A News 8 Now follow-up, an arrest in that mobile park fire on County Road M in the town of Shelby. Police say the suspect is John Galster. That fire destroyed 1 mobile home and damaged 3 others. 9 fire departments responded to that blaze, and it took nearly 10 hours to put out. No one was hurt. A wild crash in Onalaska, this one at Highway 16 and Broad Street. Police say 1 vehicle was involved and there were minor injuries. No word on the cause of that crash.
We definitely got the coldest temperatures probably of the season coming tonight for a lot of areas as we dip really well into the 30s and even 20s too. So that's really the big story. Right now temperatures already are in the 30s in some of the colder spots. Otherwise, most of the areas are in the 40s and 50s, but are going to fall off pretty quickly as we go throughout the rest of the night. And that's why we have a frost advisory for the blue area. That's between about 32, 36. If you're in the purple area, it's more getting closer to 28 degrees too. So a freeze versus a frost area. So if you look at the overnight lows, really outside areas right along the Mississippi River, that's where probably you'll see the frost or freeze. If you're along that river, it may be mid-30s as due to the water there influencing the temperatures a little bit. But all in all, definitely cold or chilly out there to start off with. You can see Eau Claire, below freezing, potentially getting only up to 54 with plenty of sunshine. Just a little colder for noon than we had today, given that we're going to start off colder. And 36, 35 at the airport. Areas surrounding La Crosse, probably closer to the bluffs, could be a little colder. We're going to get back up to about 56 with plenty of sunshine, though, going forward. So we do have pleasant conditions for overall for October throughout the rest of the week. In fact, we might have more 70s on the way potentially, and also maybe a rain chance to talk about too. All that coming up later.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Well, big news in the Wisconsin governor's race. Democratic Attorney General Josh Kaul is not running. Instead, he will seek a third term as Attorney General. Kaul's move is a surprise to some political watchers. His name recognition and 2 statewide election victories could have made him a possible frontrunner. Representative Mark Pocan taking a lap through the 3rd District today. The 2nd District congressman stopped at cafes in Richland Center, Viroqua, La Crosse, and Eau Claire. Pocan discussed the government shutdown and the Affordable Care Act tax credits. He says if it expires, it will affect everyone with health insurance.
We're just trying to express to people that under the big ugly law, we know that everyone is going to have increased health care costs. There's a $500 billion cut to Medicare. There's all kinds of people are going to lose health insurance through Medicaid. And in the next couple of weeks, the rates are going to come out for the Affordable Care Act, and people are losing their tax credits.
Now, Democrats want an extension of the tax credits to be included in any stopgap funding measure. Republicans have said they are open to negotiating the extension, but say it can wait until after government funding is restored. And Republican Representative Derek Van Orden weighing in on Pocan's visit into his district. He said, quote, if Mark Pocan is so serious about health care and driving down costs, then he should be in Washington funding the government and doing his job. In Ferryville, an update on the Lansing Bridge project. Officials say the bridge will close October 20th at 7 a.m. Now, a car ferry will be available to commuters for free, but it won't start until next month.
They'll be running back and forth every 15 minutes, so there'll be limited amount of travels back and forth, about 700 cars a day if at full service. The ferry will be running 16 hours a day.
The new bridge is expected to open in 2027. Myrick Park's Cottonwood Trail is closed for a restoration project. Crews will remove clay pigeon fragments from the site of the old gun club, improve the trail and parking lot, and replace trees, soil, and vegetation. Now, access to the nature place and park shelters will remain open. That closure expected to last 2 to 3 weeks. The Star Tribune is permanently closing its Heritage Print facility in Minneapolis. 159 employees will lose their jobs as the company moves the printing work to a new location in Des Moines, Iowa. The layoffs start December 28th and will be finished by the end of March. If you're flying out of La Crosse and still haven't signed up for TSA PreCheck, this week is your chance. A PreCheck event is running now through Friday at La Crosse Regional Airport. Officials say despite the government shutdown, airport operations are stable and TSA officers are working. The air traffic control tower is run by a contractor, so flights aren't impacted.
Air travel is an essential service, so it's not completely affected. There may be some smaller or some minor disruptions at larger airports, but here we're good to go.
Now, appointments are available online, but walk-ins are welcome if the slots fill up. Still to come tonight, day 7 of the government shutdown, the president's warning to thousands of federal workers, plus a medical helicopter crashing on a busy freeway. The investigation into what went wrong after this.
Starting tomorrow at 5 a.m., the news happening on your block, plus how shopping at Costco can help you lose weight, and the potential for more rain and frost. The news starts at 5 a.m.
Help your pup feel their best with water therapy at Top Dog Retreat in West Salem. Our heated pool is perfect for recovery, mobility, and gentle exercise. Book your dog's splash session today at booktopdog.com. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
It's Oktoberfest at Fleet Farm with big fun in store for the whole family. Don't miss our Toyland opening at 7 a.m. Saturday, October 11th, where the first 125 customers will get our free annual Toyland toy. Along with toys, kids can get their hands on some real big rigs at our Touch a Truck event from noon till 3. And be sure to enter our Pretzel Count contest for a chance to win a Fleet Farm gift card. Stop in and celebrate Oktoberfest with us all month long. It's our way of thanking you for shopping Fleet Farm.
This one, Grandpa. Where's my donut?
I have no idea. Savor life's sweetest moments with a 3-pack of premium donuts on sale for just $2.99.
At Top Dog Retreat in West Salem, skip the mess and hassle at home. Our climate-controlled self-serve dog wash is open 24 hours to keep your dog clean, dry, and ready for their next adventure. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
It's been one full week since the government shutdown began, and Republicans and Democrats remain at a standoff. President Trump said that if the government doesn't reopen soon, layoffs are imminent. CBS News' Erica Brown has more.
President Trump suggested Tuesday that some of the more than 700,000 furloughed workers could be denied back pay once the shutdown ends.
It really depends on who you're talking about. But for the most part, we're going to take care of our people. There are some people that really don't deserve to be taken care of, and we'll take care of them in a different way.
CBS News has learned the White House's Office of Management and Budget is circulating a draft memo suggesting federal employees may not be entitled to back pay, despite a 2019 law signed by President Trump after the last government shutdown.
Congress, on both sides of the aisle, should take a stand against denying pay entitled to furloughed workers.
I believe it's a strategic mistake to now let those folks know or let them think that they could potentially not get back pay.
The president also said Tuesday he will be announcing layoffs within the next 4 or 5 days if the shutdown continues.
A lot of those jobs will never come back.
On Capitol Hill, lawmakers remained deadlocked over health care. Democrats want an extension to Affordable Care Act subsidies, but Republicans insist the shutdown should end first.
Democrats remain ready to seriously negotiate with Republicans to address the health care crisis and get out of the Republican shutdown.
The consequences for the American people are very real, and this just has to stop.
The shutdown is also impacting air travel nationwide, with several airports reporting staffing shortages as a result of some air traffic controllers calling out sick.
That's the way they have to protest, right? They have no other way to show that it's hurting not just them, but us.
The staffing shortages are resulting in flight delays. Erica Brown, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
National Guard troops have arrived at an Army Reserve Center near Chicago. The move is part of President Trump's efforts to combat crime. Chicago's mayor calls it illegal and dangerous, while Attorney General Pam Bondi defends the deployment. Troops are also stationed in Washington, D.C., Los Angeles, and Memphis, with Portland seeing a temporary deployment block. Leaders in Illinois, California, and Oregon have all filed lawsuits. A federal investigation is underway after a medical helicopter crash on a busy California freeway. 3 people are in critical condition. The chopper slammed onto Highway 50 in Sacramento Monday night, shortly after taking off from UC Davis Medical Center, blanketing the road with debris. Fire officials say 3 people were on board, a pilot, nurse, and paramedic. Bystanders jumped in to help one of the victims who was pinned under the wreckage.
That one person that was trapped, the captain immediately sequestered the help of just civilians that were standing around. They were able to lift part of that helicopter out and get that victim out so we could get them loaded into the back of an ambulance and transported off scene.
No patients were on board the helicopter at the time of the crash. No one on the ground was hurt. An impressive aerial drone show in China turning chaotic after spectators were seen scurrying from falling drones on fire. Several of the drones featured in the air show appeared to have fireworks attached to them, and videos shared across social media showed fiery debris raining down and even shots of fires on the ground below the falling embers. No injuries were reported. Some people could be getting 2 Social Security checks this month, but it is not extra money. It's all tied to the calendar. One payment went out October 1st. The second will go out Friday, October 31st for November's benefits. When the first of the month falls on a weekend, payments are made on the last business day of the preceding month. The holiday shopping season already underway for Amazon Prime members. The e-commerce giant is in the middle of its Prime days. Discounts on everything from home decorations, fashion, and toys. Amazon's Prime Days ends tomorrow. We will have more news ahead, but first.
Yeah, we got some chilly, cold mornings, but overall still some pleasant early October weather for a few days. We'll break that down, show you if we got a rain chance, and yes, we have some 70s potentially in the forecast. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
This Friday through Monday, everyone gets up to 50% off list, plus an extra 15% off already reduced prices. It's Slumberland's Customer Appreciation Sale. October 10th through 13th, shop our wide range of furniture and mattresses at Slumberland Furniture.
Get an 11% rebate on everything for your automotive needs at Menards. Good maintenance equals longer vehicle life. And Menards carries automotive products from trusted brands to help keep your vehicle on the road. From hitches to ratchet straps and everything in between, we've got all your hauling needs covered. Right now, get this 4-pack of ratchet straps for just $19.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
It's good to know your Touchstone Energy Cooperative is always there. For generations, we've powered the growth of our community. Today, our commitment is stronger than ever to provide affordable energy you can depend on and keep you connected to what matters most, now and for generations to come. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
Wow, Forest Berry Fudge is amazing. This is melting in my mouth.
Dill pickle? Whoa, that's actually good.
Holy fudge. This is the best thing ever.
Expressions brought to you by Valley Fudge and Candy. Find us in Coon Valley, Wisconsin, or order online today.
Right now, get a great deal on the durable Kubota RTVX. When there's work to do and a reputation to uphold, it's built to haul it all and do it all. Half-ton capabilities with attachments to get the job done right. It's North America's #1 selling diesel utility vehicle. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 1.99% APR for up to 36 months, or save up to $300.
Visit us today and experience the difference.
This Friday through Monday, everyone gets up to 50% off list, plus an extra 15% off already reduced prices. It's Slumberland's Customer Appreciation Sale. October 10th through 13th, shop our wide range of furniture and mattresses at Slumberland Furniture.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Yeah, definitely got the bundle up tomorrow morning. Probably the coldest temperatures we've seen all season long. Really, we had a weak little cold front come through today. Just had a little bit of cloud cover in the afternoon. High pressure settling in, so a good setup there to get some radiational cooling going on at night. The system well up to the west. You can see the warm front stretching all the way up to Canada. That's the one that'll be coming through potentially as we get to Thursday night with some rain chance. Not a big thing, but we'll kind of track that a little bit later here. But overall, it's the temperatures going forward. Now, really for freeze conditions for along and east of I-94 in the cold spots, we're right on track where we should be at this time. Generally maybe a few degrees, a few days earlier, but overall not too far. Expect maybe 28 or less as you go further south or west. You got another week, maybe a week and a half till we see those, especially along the Mississippi River too. So it gives you an idea kind of where we are. Now for frost, 32, we are at where we should be, or actually beyond what we should be too. And that's why we got the freeze frost areas. Blue is more like in that 32 to 36 range. As you go to the purple, that's more in kind of that 28 to 32 range, and even colder too. So pretty much it's the growing season's over for the most part already, but this will really end it if you got anything going growing outside. Here's your temperatures. You're going to notice right along the river, that's where you could see mid 30s just because of the water. If you go further inland, just not that far in some of the valleys in these areas, that's where you could get a little bit closer to 32. Obviously, you go for the colder spots, already 28. That may be a little bit too warm yet based on what they're already at. But overall, that is the coldest temperatures for most areas that we've seen so far this season. Now, the good news is once the sun comes up, we warm up. Pretty pleasant conditions, a few degrees cooler than we were today, given we're going to start off colder. But overall, not too bad for early October weather. Now, Thursday, we see a little bit improvement in temperatures, but I still think we'll see some areas get close to 32, especially colder locations. So you might have to bring in the plants once again or anything covered up once again, because we will get close in certain areas. But the winds do turn around from the south, so that should help moderate the temperatures going into Thursday. And it actually is going to be milder Thursday. We should be back in the mid to upper 60s, kind of like we were today. There's a cold front that'll be coming, so the winds will start picking up, but remain dry all day long. It's not till the evening that that system that I mentioned that's in Canada with that front will begin to come through. And the one thing you'll notice, not a lot of precipitation with this. It's a lot more clouds and actually rainfall, but that chance will probably exist in the late evening and maybe overnight hours. You can see just some spotty activity right now coming through. Morning commute probably could see maybe a little bit of activity. East of the area, you see some of that really scattered. The good news is for Friday, once we get rid of the cloud cover, we'll have some afternoon sunshine, but the winds will come around from the north, which will kind of keep our temperature down a little bit, but it also sets up for some cooler temperatures going into Saturday morning, basically back into the 40s too. So that's what we're looking at Friday. Not much of a change behind the front, basically upper 60s to around 70, so mild conditions, but you'll have that north-north breeze coming around there too, and we'll have pretty much sunny skies going in. Now going forward for the weekend, we're going to be fairly nice, upper 60s, so pleasant conditions for Saturday. That next system comes Sunday, which means the temperatures come up a little bit. The winds will also come up on Sunday, and then we look like we have showers coming back in probably Sunday night and Monday and even into Tuesday, but there's a lot of question marks on that activity early next week. You will probably get wet at some point, but for right now, we'll probably have some breaks in there too. But overall, even the temperatures by then are still above average because we're going to be upper 50s, low 60s by next week where we should be.
Okay.
So nothing real cold yet, except tonight, obviously.
Yeah, otherwise very comfortable.
Yeah.
Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, the Badgers hoping to stop the bleeding against a rival this Saturday at home. Plus, the Brewers will look to end their I-94 rival season down in Chicago. We'll hear from tomorrow's starter. Jacob is next.
Watch for falling debt. Transfer your balance to an Ultra Visa credit card. No balance transfer fees and a fixed for life balance transfer rate as low as 7.99% APR. Make the switch today. Apply online. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your home, a place of comfort and safety, could be trying to tell you something. Interior cracks, sloping floors, hard to open doors and windows are all signals of foundation failure that you can't ignore. Choose American Waterworks.
We've got an important milestone here to celebrate. As you know, our family has been providing other families with affordable flooring for 60 years. Whether it's vinyl, hardwood, laminate, tile, or carpet, we've offered a wide variety of flooring that stands up to the biggest messes.
And we know messes.
Speaking of which, who started in on the cake?
Don't look at me.
Sealand's Carpooling, where number one priority is you. Stop in today.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was amazed to see Bear up and running again so soon. They really took good care of him.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
Soar into a new career at Eagle Crest Communities.
What keeps me at Eagle Crest are the people that I work with. I enjoy my team so much. I look forward to seeing them every day. I enjoy our monthly meetings, getting to see the other managers from the other facilities and collaborate. I motivate my team by bringing us back to why we're here, going through our residents, getting to know them. You feel like you're really part of a big mission to help our residents have a full and healthy life.
Learn more at eaglecrestlife.org.
Looking for a new ride? At Ultra, we know some family members are pickier than others. Apply today at driveultra.org and find a ride that makes everyone happy. No payments for 90 days. Driver tested, puppy approved. Ultra Federal Credit Union.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, we are getting down to the wire for regular season prep boys soccer action. The round robin tournaments getting underway today in the MVC. Toma visiting the Holman Vikings this afternoon, and Brock Needham and Braylon Welch would work together to score just 40 seconds into this one to put the Vikings up early. But in the 17th minute, senior Jackson Ruland would float one up and in for the equalizer to get the Timberwolves on the board and tie this thing up. So we jump to the start of the second half. Once again, Welch sneaking one in, and that will take the lead 2-1, and that would be the difference. Holman picks up the tight victory. 2-1 is your final. Elsewhere on the pitch tonight, West Salem wins a barn burner over Central. Sam Adams with 2 goals, and Logan victorious thanks to a pair of goals from Javier Bonet. Meanwhile, the 6th-ranked Caledonia Warriors looking to improve to 9-0 in Three Rivers play tonight. They would be tested right away as the Eagles soaring to a quick lead in set number 1 despite being down 20-12. The home team, aided by senior Kenzie King, would rise to the challenge and mount a response, coming back all the way to take the first set 26-24. The Warriors would ride that momentum the rest of the game to remain unbeaten against league foes. Caledonia wins this one 3-1 over Dover Iota. Elsewhere, it's a statement win by West Salem, taking down fellow Cooley powerhouse Viroqua in 4, and Central sweeps rival Logan. And a couple straight set winners for home Dairyland teams tonight as the Norse and Wildcats pick up W's. Meanwhile, the Brewers were down in the friendly confines of Wrigley Field today as the series shifts to Chicago tomorrow for Game 3. The Brewers are hoping to make it a quick trip, and hopefully one that includes some champagne showers tomorrow night. Milwaukee will start Quinn Priester, and the Brewers hurler says with the lineup doing the things it's done lately, makes his job pretty cut and dry.
I think, when the offense is playing this way and the way, the offense has played all year is the goal is just to get them back in the dugout. If I can get them in with 3 quick ground balls, that's best case scenario. And, that falls onto me to keep filling it up and essentially, give our guys quick innings on defense so that we can, have longer innings on offense. That's always the goal.
Priester and the crew will look to punch their ticket to the NLCS for the first time in 7 years tomorrow at 4:08 on TBS. From one rivalry to another, Iowa visiting Wisconsin this Saturday for the 99th meeting between the two programs, and the Heartland Trophy is once again up for grabs. The Hawkeyes have had the Badgers' number as of late, winning the last 3 meetings, but Wisconsin isn't understating the importance of this one, and they want some revenge after a 32-point loss a season ago.
There's no doubt that, what happened last year is something that's fresh in the minds of everybody on this team and a part of this program. And so, we've got our work cut out for what we need to be able to do and learn from what happened last year and understand and recognize that this is what makes college football great. Your ability to have rivalry games, your ability to, play in rivalry games, and then, obviously to win rivalry games. That's what it's all about.
Badgers will look to hoist the brass bowl for the first time since 2021. Kickoff for that one set for 6 o'clock from Madison on FS1. And Packer fans might be seeing their team go against Joe Flacco for the 2nd time this season, as today the 40-year-old quarterback was traded from the Browns to the Bengals, but it is currently unknown if Flacco is in line for the start this Sunday. He was 21 for 36 for 142 yards and an interception in the meeting against Green Bay's defense back in Week 3 with Cleveland. This comes after Cincinnati has gone winless the last 3 weeks with Jake Browning under center. Ken, if the Bengals beat the Packers this week, I think every team is going to want to pick up Flacco before they face Green Bay, because he's the only guy, I guess, that they've got to win against, even though he didn't play that well.
That's true. There was a couple of mistakes late in the game for the Packers that kind of gave that game away. But Joe Flacco's got to be excited to be thrown to Jamar Chase all of a sudden.
I'm sure Jamar Chase is excited too, right?
Absolutely.
You got to try something else if you're the Bengals. So.
Yeah, Chase just had 1 gimme, courtesy of the Lions defense last week. So definitely an opportunity for the Packers to get right after that difficult tie. Yeah. Thanks, Jacob. We got more news right after this.
I'll give you 10 grand for it, and that's a great deal.
It's easy to take a bad deal when you don't know what you have.
$25,000 is a great personal injury settlement.
Do your research and object to anything less than the best. Call BGR.
I'm standing here at the warehouse this morning where some 30 to 40 installers depart every morning. You've been thinking about new windows. I've been thinking about new windows for over 40 years. And my promise to you is that these fine installers that leave here every morning install the finest windows available in the market today. Expert installation, always at a good value. If you're looking for new replacement windows, today would be a great day to reach out to the board store and set up a prompt free estimate.
Wait, you gave yourself a flu vaccine?
At your house?
How?
FluMist, it's a flu vaccine you give yourself.
Yeah, at home.
You do what at home? FluMist Home. What? FluMist Home.
A vaccine delivered to your home?
Yes.
You give yourself a shot? No, it's a mist that goes up my nose. My mom does it.
And it
works?
Yeah, it's the same flu vaccine you get at the doctor's or pharmacy.
So easy. Even you can do it, Chief.
FluMist is a nasal spray flu vaccine for people aged 2 to 49. Don't get FluMist if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its components, eggs, or to other flu vaccines. Do not give FluMist to children or adolescents taking aspirin therapy. Tell your healthcare provider about all your medical conditions, including asthma, wheezing, or Guillain-Barré syndrome, and about all the medicines you take. Runny or stuffy nose, sore throat, or fever may occur.
So I can order FluMist online. Yeah, just go get your phone.
Get flu protection without the injection. Order at flumist.com.
You already know. Derek Van Orden voted for the largest Medicaid cut in history. Nursing homes may be forced to close. Rural hospitals in Wisconsin at risk of closure. And tens of thousands of Wisconsinites could lose health coverage. But did you know Van Orden's vote could raise electricity costs in Wisconsin $300 a year? Also, Van Orden could give wealthy elites another tax break. Tell Derek Van Orden, stop making us pay more.
The lawyer you choose makes a difference because you get this one chance to get this right, and you want somebody that's going to fight for you and get you the resolution that you need. I'm so glad that I called BGR.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
An amazing marine mammal rescue was made possible with a little help from a drone. A sea lion in the Salish Sea was caught in a plastic strap wrapped tightly around its neck. But thanks to a quick multi-agency response, the team sent a drone to the sky to scout and then spot the tangled sea lion. Then rescue crews moved in to track it down, safely sedate it, and carefully remove the strap. And with the sea lion freed, it was back to swimming in no time. And yet another reminder for us, try and do our part for nature. But we'll have another look at tonight's forecast and beyond right after this.
At Top Dog Retreat in West Salem, your pup isn't just boarded, they're pampered. From tail wagging daycare to cozy overnight stays, we treat every dog like our own. Safe, clean, and full of fun. Book today at booktopdog.com. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
It's time for Jolivet Family Farms Fall Harvest. There's no substitute for homegrown freshness. Stop by today for some of Jolivet's homegrown squash, kraut cabbage, popcorn, and hardy mums. Check out our large selection of pumpkins and pie pumpkins. We also feature many fall decorations, including corn stalks, gourds, specialty pumpkins, and straw bales. Take home some pumpkin cheesecake bars, cookies, pies, or bread from our homemade bakery. Buy fresh, buy local. Open daily, year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
If your basement walls are peeling, that is not appealing. So this is water damage?
Yes, sir. That's water damage.
How many people right now have compromise in their basement brought on by water?
Oh, the majority. I mean, water is the enemy of a home.
Right.
But it's better to have it assessed to give you that ease of mind.
Sure.
Inspections are free. Might as well just give us a call to help.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar. For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
I have been working at Firefighters Credit Union for over 20 years and been in the mortgage business for 30 years. We get a lot of people that like to shop around, and I encourage people to shop around for mortgages. And the one thing that you hear over and over is that we're for real. What they hear on the commercials is what they see when they come and see any of our employees. All these things together are what make Firefighters Credit Union the team you can trust.
Everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
At Top Dog Retreat in West Salem, skip the mess and hassle at home. Our climate-controlled self-serve dog wash is open 24 hours to keep your dog clean, dry, and ready for their next adventure. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
We'll definitely bundle up tomorrow morning. We're going to have frost freeze. That means temperatures in the upper 20s, maybe a few mid-20s in some areas to the mid-30s. So definitely some of the coldest temperatures we've seen so far this season. The good news is we have pleasant conditions
albeit a little bit cooler than we saw today, but still for early October, pretty decent temperatures. And for the most part, Thursday looks good. That rain chance coming Thursday night, it's pretty small. Overall, the weekend, minus some wind on Sunday, looks pretty good too, and we get back to close to 70.
All right, looking pretty pleasant.
Overall, it's not bad.
Thanks for joining us tonight at 10, and we'll see you tomorrow.